Ever wondered how the ultra-rich seem to effortlessly make their money work for them? Today, we're exploring a topic that might shift how you think about making wealth. We're discussing how rich people use debt to make their fortunes grow really fast. You know, debt isn't always as bad as what people usually think about. It can really help you if you're smart. Actually, ultra-rich people like Elon Musk, John Rockefeller, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, and others use debt to their advantage since they have valuable things and can pay the interest. So here's the exciting part. We won't only explain their methods. Instead, we'll share 7 practical ways that you can start using immediately to guide yourself toward financial success. So let's start. Number 6. Use debt to generate liquidity. Liquidity means being able to turn something you own into money without losing much value. People who have a lot of money do this in different ways. Keep some money as cash. Having money in your bank account that you can use right away. This is the fastest way to get cash when you need it. Invest in short-term loans. Buying things like treasury bills that you can sell easily in a short time for quick cash. Borrow from a line of credit. Getting a loan you can use up to a certain limit. You only pay interest on the money you use, so it's like getting cash without selling things. Use margin loans. Borrowing money with your investments as a guarantee. You can borrow some of the value of your investments and only pay interest on what you borrow. Bundle things together. Combining things that might not be easy to sell on their own and turning them into something you can sell for cash. Mark Zuckerberg has borrowed money to invest using credit lines. He's also used loans to borrow against the value of his Facebook shares. Number 5. Use debt to build an empire. The wealthy have smart ways to use debt to create success. One way is by using loans to buy things that make money or get more valuable. For instance, someone who's really into real estate might borrow money to buy apartments and make money from renting them out. Or someone who owns a business might borrow money to buy things they need for the business, like tools or products. If what they make from these things is more than what they pay for the loan, they'll make more money in the end. Another trick the rich use is turning what they already own into more money by borrowing. It's like using their things to get more money. Let's say a super rich person owns a house and it's worth a lot. They can use that house to borrow money and start a new business. When the business does well, the value of the business goes up, and they can borrow even more money. This can help them become really rich quickly, but it's also a bit risky. If the business doesn't do well, they could lose everything, even their house. A good example of this is John D. Rockefeller. He started his oil business with a small loan from his dad. He then used the money he made from the business to borrow even more money. With that money, he bought out other companies and became super rich. The idea is that borrowing money isn't always bad. If you use it smartly and make more money than you pay back, it can help you build a big empire of success. Number 4. Use debt to finance their lifestyle. Many wealthy individuals don't rely solely on their earnings to make purchases. Instead, they use loans like credit lines and margin loans. This is because they can often borrow money at a lower cost than they could earn by investing it. Take Elon Musk as an example. His total wealth is well over $200 billion, but he doesn't have that much actual cash. Most of his money is tied up in his Tesla and SpaceX stock. If he were to sell his stock, he'd have to pay a substantial amount in capital gains taxes. To work around this, Musk used loans to cover his personal expenses. He's taken out credit lines and margin loans to buy things like houses and cars. This strategy allows him to hold onto his stock and avoid those capital gains taxes. There are a few reasons why the wealthy opt for loans to make purchases. First, they can often borrow money at a lower cost than they could make by investing it. Second, they have valuable assets, like stocks, bonds, or real estate that can serve as collateral for the loans. Third, loans can help them leverage their investments, which can speed up their wealth growth. But hey, before we continue, I want you to know that I'm always making new content, so make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Number 3. Use debt to delay taxes. Sometimes it can actually be smart to use borrowed money to put off paying taxes. Let's imagine you have $100 and you want to buy a stock that costs the same. You have two choices: use your own money or take a loan. If you use your money, you must pay taxes on any profits you make when you sell the stock. But if you borrow to buy it, you can delay paying those taxes until later. Here's an example. You borrow $100 to buy a stock. Then, the stock's price rises and you sell it for $150. So, you make a profit of $50. Then, you only need to pay taxes on that profit when you repay the loan. This can be a clever plan if you expect the stock's price to increase over time. But keep in mind that you'll still have to pay interest on the loan. If the stock price drops, you might lose money even with a profit. A well-known person who did this is Warren Buffett. He borrowed money to invest in stocks when the financial crisis happened in 2008. By delaying his tax payments until he sold the stocks, he managed to make his wealth grow even more. Number 2. The wealthy handle things differently. Take Elon Musk as an example. When he wanted to buy Twitter, he borrowed a whopping $13 billion, even though he already had around $250 billion. This might seem strange to regular people. With $250 billion, why not just spend $13 billion? Well, there's a smart strategy behind this move. Deals like these are called leverage buyouts, or LBOs. In an LBO, the borrowed money is backed by the stuff the company being bought owns. In this case, that's Twitter. So, lenders give money, expecting that the company they're helping Elon buy will make profits that can cover the debt. Elon didn't just get Twitter to make more money. He sees it as a way to make a positive change and protect free speech. But there's another side to this. Elon might not be 100% sure Twitter will make tons of money. That's where the LBO comes in handy. If Twitter rakes in cash, Elon gets a big share of it. But if things go wrong and Twitter doesn't do well, Elon's losses are limited to the part of the company he owns. The lenders can't ask him to personally pay off the debt. They can only use Twitter's stuff to get their money back. Time will show if Twitter's stuff is worth enough to pay off the whole debt. By borrowing money, Elon did something smart. He made sure his personal stuff was safe. Plus, his different businesses stay separate in terms of legal stuff. If Twitter crashes and burns, lenders can't force him to sell his $94 billion worth of Tesla shares. He can keep enjoying his luxurious life. Hey there, before I reveal the number 1, make sure to tap the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This way, you won't miss out on our newest videos. You can decide if you want notifications for just a few videos or all of them. It's your choice. And if you're using your phone, don't forget to enable notifications in your settings. Now with number 1, the rich know how to make the most of their debts. Back in 2012, when Mark Zuckerberg decided to take out a mortgage for a house, he secured a very low interest rate of just 1.05%. At that time, the average interest rates for mortgages was around 2.76%. Wondering why Zuckerberg got such a good deal? Well, he was already worth a staggering $15.6 billion back then. The bankers were confident he'd repay them, so they were comfortable offering him a reduced interest rate. It's common knowledge that the higher your wealth or credit score, the lower the interest rates you can get. But there's more to what Zuckerberg achieved with this arrangement. Firstly, he quickly moved into the house he loved and could stay there as long as he wanted. Second, he invested his own money in more profitable ventures that would bring him substantial profits even after accounting for the interest on the debt. Third, he spread out his house payments over the next 30 years. This smart move means the payment's real value will be just a fraction of the house's actual worth due to rising inflation. By not tying up all his money up front, he seized opportunities for high returns, delayed expenses, and reduced the real cost of the house in terms of inflation. So, are you ready to take control of your financial future and follow in the footsteps of the wealthy? As we've seen, the ultra-rich have mastered the art of making money with debt, using it to their advantage in various strategic ways, and now it's your turn to make a choice. Option 1. Will you use debt to generate liquidity, making sure you have cash at hand when you need it the most? Or option 2, will you use debt to build your empire, investing wisely in assets that create more value and ultimately led to financial success? Remember, the wealthy don't just rely on their earnings. They leverage their resources to finance their lifestyle and delay taxes. They handle debt differently, using it strategically to make the most out of their investments. So, which path will you choose? And as always, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on my latest content. And for more resources and links related to today's topics, be sure to check out the description below. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments and engaging with you in the next video.